Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this part, we are going to be going through the final batch of role quests that involve the tanks. As you can see, I am a level 80 Paladin, which is perfect because the quest that's associated with, or the person that's associated with this quest is the Paladin. So, Branden, I'm here to wrap things up. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally ready to help you out. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? More or less. And where besides? But rest assured, I've no secret designs. Name's Branden, bounty hunter betrayed, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that I must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That right? Not really. Because it's not really a mistake, because I am the warrior of darkness. Easy, killer. I couldn't kill us who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone wanted to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norvrond. Oh, I'd like to hear the details first. Look at this guy. Thought that grabbed your attention. Oh god, what kind of name is that? What the fuck? Dikaiosynes? I'm just gonna call him Dikai. Makes it easier. Dikai is the fiend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. There were hopes that somehow the death of Vothri and the Wardens might have put an end to Dikai, but alas, no. It seems the rules that bind other seniors don't apply to the virtues. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Branden was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you heard all this before. Anyway, like his comrades, Branden died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a sin eater. The better to torment we few who survive their mercy. Needless to say, I am to put an end to all that. Ugh. You've heard with the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dikai with me? Sure. Came this far. Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I will need you to humor me and prove you're the dab of the hand I think you are. For my sake, as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. Alright, I'll help you out. Well, I'm not really helping you out. Show off my skills. I believe once I finish off these role quests, like with the beast tribes, when you have them all maxed out, there is a final batch of quests that wraps it all up. Now I'm not sure if it's like the beast tribes or it's a whole thing, or if it's like one, I can't remember, or if it's just a whole thing, or if it's just like one or two quests. So if it's just one or two quests, I'll probably throw it in after this. If it's a whole thing, it'll be its own video. So we'll see. I need to go to the Lake Glen. Alright, where am I going? Oh, there you are. I didn't have to go far at all. There you are, very good. The seniors were after resided west of the XIV gate, so we'll need to head through there before we can begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have any objections to killing eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. We'll be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. I mean, I've killed seniors before, so it's nothing I'm not used to. Okay. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Gotta go around the corner. Branden's gonna watch my skills on display. This tree will probably aggro me. Oh, I'm good. Fuck you, tree. Fuck you, int. Oh, it aggroed me! Goddamn int! What did I ever do to you? Away with you! By the way, my fake Zeta shield. This is literally the Zeta shield, except the pink colors are reversed. The pink is inside where the black is, and where the pink is a different color than the Zeta shield. Plus, it's without the glow. It's literally the Zeta shield. So I call my fake Zeta shield. Good, clean work. This is clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more just to confirm that it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less seniors. Follow me. It should be much further. Man, this guy is really wants to make sure. Everyone else was like one done deal. Kill one thing. Hey, you're good. Join me. That's pretty much how everyone's been so far. This guy's careful. And cautious. One thing I really have left to do around here is all the fate stuff. All the shared fate nonsense around here. I have not touched a single fate at all. Oh boy. Maybe one of these days I'll do it. It won't be on video though, that's for sure. 'Cause that's considered a grind. All right. Get rid of these guys. What you think? I might prove myself? Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of woman I've been looking for, and thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a sleek test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? I mean, I get your intent. Believe me. It's understandable. Okay. Go to the markets. Let's go make our partnership official, shall we? So, just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement, Cecil, will you join me and hunt the dread fiend Dikaiosyne and put an end to this accursed existence? Yes. Excellent, then it's settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation. Ours is no exception. Dikaiosyne can be rather difficult eater to pin down, but before we commence ours, we should do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when we're ready to proceed. I'm all set to go. Good, sir. I really should have got that XP for, melee tanks, but oh well. I probably can't do it once I've accepted it as a paladin. All set to embark on our great hunt, Cecil. Yes. Let's be about it. Before you ask, I've no intention of leading us into the wilds without even an inkling of Dikaiosyne's whereabouts. Norvrond may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Dikaiosyne has attacked before. The village of Wright on Kalisha. While I don't have a reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day that the bastard came through. So, let us be off then. Man, they all love Kalisha. Well, except Lami. I don't remember Lami ever going to Kalisha. Actually, no. Never mind. I'm thinking about, Never mind. I was thinking about, Amarang. Never mind. There's that door to unlock, which I can unlock the doors right now because I have my carpenter is level 70, so I can technically unlock them right now. But until I have my beast tribes, for what am I doing? For Shadowbringers done, I'm not gonna unlock it. Did I say Shadowbringers? I'm in Stormblood. Welcome to Right. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me, never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down Dikaiosyne is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Yeah. Split up and divide the work. Alright. Let's see if we can find out. This guy's looking skittish over here. What do you have to tell me? What's wrong with you? Nah, what do you want from me? With me. Excuse me. The Sin Eater, the one that came and killed everyone. Oh God, is he here? Then why are you talking about him? Oh, I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and seniors and... Okay, you tell me absolutely nothing. Who am I still talking to? Can I go in I can't go in this house, can I? Alright, who am I supposed to talk to around here? Oh, there you are. Huh? Where'd you come from? And what do you want with me? I'm asking about Dikaiosyne. Dikaiosyne? That thrice damned ear, that's the spitting image of a Galgant knight? That Dikaiosyne? Yes. I can't help you. All I know is that he came. Wicked wife, if you had seen the carnage, you would. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. But man, it must have been horrific. Man. I can't get why people don't want to talk about it. Well, is there anything worth sharing? No, not really. Other than that, it was a very tragic ordeal for the people to go through. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us, there's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good a time as any. Alright. I was born and raised in Right. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this Umoran trader. A bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had his bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The fangs of Orthus, he called it. He and her had been talking about toying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyard to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it paid for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Right... Ugh. Dikaiosyne had been busy. I spotted at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of the new lot. The grandmother who lived next door shared the fruits of her orchid with us. The gruff woodsman who brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. There wasn't time anymore or to think. I started to look for Melinda, and then there she was, alive and well. Ours met, and we knew it was going to be all right. We ran for each other, and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me. The next she was... Dikaiosyne knelt and took the fangs of Orthus and left, leading a host of sin eaters out of right. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her, not once in the years we've been together. For all the times she'd welcome me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the times she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. I'm surprised she didn't attack you. I swore then and there I had my vengeance. Dikaiosyne would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul. An enduring reminder of how the vow I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. Don't need to wallow in it. Won't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Stay with me to the end, sinner. A minute to the end. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here. So if you could give me a moment before we resume, I'll be most grateful. Alright. Sad tale. Sorry to keep you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Dikaiosyne. Well, shit. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The fangs of Orthus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with him when he left right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends, driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet Dikaiosyne took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard is somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the fangs of Orthus. I know just the man to ask. The Almoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Dikaiosyne's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that the Eater stole his precious trinket. He's most likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Cecila. Melinda said she was a regular at the beehive, so try looking for him there. Or he was a regular. Excuse me. Let's see. Alright. Time to go to the dance club. To the dance club! I need to go this way. Wait, what are you? What do you want? So, oh, let me do this real quick, since I don't care. Let's get this unlocked. This is one of those things that's not really important for me. Okay. Thanks? Thanks? You told me nothing. Wait, is it over here? I know this is not related at all. What's that? Oh, that's the... Wait. What's going on here? What is this? Kaishir? What is this? Sure. Whatever. What do you want? I don't really care. This is one of those things I don't really care for. This is something related to crafters. It's probably like the custom deliveries. Get this over real quick while I'm here. I think it's all the custom deliveries. Custom deliveries I've yet to touch at all. Like literally. Alright. Yeah, custom deliveries. Thanks, guy. Wonderful. I'll never use you. Okay. Now that that's done. I need to find somebody. There you are. And to what do I owe the pleasure that is your company? Things of worth, as you say. How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything I know. Under the assumption that you should recover it, you'll see to it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Vobert, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan in right. Last year was one of the several casualties of a Sinister attack during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have of course been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to steal it, or sell it. They have not, regrettably, and a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mort's suit, I'm told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing, he's not gonna be selling that thing. Okay. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? So he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. You'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Orthus, then it might attract Dikaio's attention, assuming he hasn't already. Let's go. Alright, I'm a ring. Why am I surprised that we ended up going back here? I don't remember. Yeah, Lama did come here, didn't we? It's like every card in the virtue is always tied to this place some form or fashion. Fine weather we're having today in Mort's Souk, isn't it? No such thing as a good thing. No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of Vobertite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is a challenge. I say divide and conquer as before. Alright, so far there's nothing really exciting. So hopefully I get to some juicy bits. Ah, Zen. Jin. Well met, how may I be of service to you? I'm looking for a trinket. Oh, a choker that once belonged to a Vobertite royalty, you say? I've only had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all my years here I've never seen her, even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Well, shit. Alright. Who else can I talk to around here? Yes, do you have business with me, traveler? Ah, the Vobertite choker. Is that what this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once he realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. What's news, friend? There he is in the ruins! Ha, to think it was that easy. You have the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. If my theory is correct, then so long as that scavenger has a choker, he's a target for Takai. And it's certainly true. Where am I going? Be easier if I go down there. That guy has the right of it. It's funny, whether it's the job quest or it's the role quest, I keep running into people on the same step as I am. Alright, anyone around here? Anyone at all? Mercy, mercy! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. take whatever you want, but please don't kill me. I have a family. You're trying to reason with the senior? Oh. Uh-oh. We didn't make it in time. Damn it. All right. I'm assuming that guy can't fly, so that's why he's running around. Shane, you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because I was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence itself. You can see it in their eyes. Like with Dikai. Don't tell me. You saw him? I did. Wicked White. And he took the choker too? Damn it. Damn it all. He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. Just like Right. I was too late to save him, just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, Dikai. Vengeance will be mine. Right, yes. Neither the time nor the place. More ears could be about. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Understandable. We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and the wife doesn't yet know that she's become a widow. Sod it, I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me find the right words. Not that there are ever any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Tesla. We'll speak again soon. Well, shit. Hey there, Sinner. I broke bad news to the widow of the scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she cried herself horrors, I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmega a year or so back, hoping to cart off all the Volberdite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learn about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fae folk who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come out way empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find: 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yulmoran. That merchant you met at the Beehive, or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Dikai attacks Right, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mortsuit keeps a choker. The eyes of Orthus locked away for safekeeping. When he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Dikaiosyne has been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we have to venture into the fairy kingdom and ourselves. Excuse me. Little scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome and we're not like to be treated any better. Well, I've traveled to Ilmeg before. I was away with the Fae for a time. Why does that not surprise me? Well, if you and the Fae have an understanding, perhaps we can traverse the lands and not worry. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask for this Vorbidite ring. Alright, Ilmeg we go. Ilmeg? Wait, why can't I do those? Hello? Oh, wait. Ilmeg is the... I'm confused. Isn't it the fairies, I thought the fairies were, or not the fairies, the pixies. I thought the pixies were the, battle tribe. Why can't I do them? Hello? Oh, that's right, I'm out of beast things. Yeah, I have no allowances, that's why. I was about to say, wait a minute. I got confused there for a second. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping in shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack. Still, we're going to be dealing with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the Pneumo were part of the Vorbidite society, and without their help, I'm just not sure how we're even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to. Pla'ani, eh? Very well. Lead on, sinner. You go there, and I'll meet you there. Something about your demeanor speaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? Yes. A ring that belonged to the royal family of Vobert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. But Vobert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Well, you're a lot of help, thanks. Alright. What about you? What can you tell me? Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? The Claws of Orthus is a ring, you say? The name I've heard before, but I know nothing to save that. Oh, so old served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they'll have knowledge of this treasure you seek. Great. Who the hell is that? Had yourself a conversation with three? Or anything interesting? Some guy named Soul might know something. So the Soul this is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. Well. We found our Namu. Of late, you've proven yourself to be a skilled conversationalist. Why don't you try to explain the situation? Alright. Why did I even talk to you? I do not know you yet. You seem to know me. Headaches! The headaches are back! Where's my migraine pills? The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl, not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this point, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain that powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as a court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs, without hesitation. But these are kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse the transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless lives at risk. As a knight of Vobert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs be done? It pains me deeply, Branden, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here. Surely you must see that. I'll not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Vobertite soul, mine most of all. And that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have responsibility to your subjects. And so I am to gamble with their lives instead. Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high. Yes, exactly. You are the princess. You're Branden, yes? The new recruit? A rather promising one from what the captain has told me. You'll attend me personally. My lady? You heard me. I'll not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we'll see this justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you not to disappoint me. Right, there's no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come. Now? Lady Saldia! Lady Saldia! Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Branden. You will need it, and more. Well, shit. Hey, are you alright? The way you're holding your head as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? Lady Saldia? You saw her with your mind's eye? Then it is as suspected. You have the gift too. You're like Branden. What do you mean she's like Branden? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? I see. And for this hunt of yours, you've come to Ilmeg in search for the claws of Horthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I'll know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. There is a spot in a river not far from here in which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. Sounds simple enough. As for you, I have questions. All right. Where are these beasts at? The beasts of Branden. All right. Making good. We're on good start so far. Hey, your bathing hole's cleared of monsters. The beasts are no more then. Good. I had the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood, victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. So this curse transformed people into monsters, like how seniors can spawn them more of their own kind. I'll speak no more of this or the matters until you have completed the task I set before you. Who's calling me? Yeah, this is not negotiable, grandson. Cecil accepted my turn, and so must you. So secretive, the both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take some time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. Huh. Exemplary timing says that 'twas not more than a moment ago that grandson has returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request, my arts. This one's no better than a more an aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Cecil said she saw a vision of you and Branden looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Know what he's up to now? Branden is dead. He died a century ago together with his comrades in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Dikaiosyne, aye, but unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down the royal treasures of old Volbert, and he's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? What irony. Even in death, he remains a slave to duty, a knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my blood right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I will take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss, but while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Dikaiosyne is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the seal that claims the ship, the disease that steals a child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him. You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely wield a sword. Now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell me what the god's damn ring is, and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be, Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much. Demand far, far too much. And in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Are you trying to barter with me? You little shit. Tell me what I want to know. I'll beat it out of you. You need to calm down. Back off, Cecil. I don't want anyone or anything to stand between me and Melinda's murder. You need to calm down. Branden was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I'd like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Gia. This had better have a point. Yeah, I get the guy's upset. The guy needs to calm down. He's an edgelord. He's a dark knight too. He's got the personality to fit his job. Well, I guess I wouldn't call him a dark knight per se, but you know, dark knight wannabe. Alright, what's the story? Tis beautiful even now, a palace of forgotten dreams, but before it was like Gia, and in the time of Volbert, it was Gwyneth's lit. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time, when the proud people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Branden, then a young knight who had just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Saldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls on one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter, he quit Volbert. I thought I would never see him again. Then one day, he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Ardbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations, which had continued unabated in Branden's absence. Lady Saldia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. Then came one day when we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage Toderick. I'll see it for myself. It's me, Branden. I'm sorry. It's him, Branden. I'm sorry. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. Oh boy. It was you, Toderick. Do not deny it. Tormenting our people, twisting them, transforming them into monsters. And for what? Branden. And after I took such pains to get rid of you. You may have stripped me of my titles and but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Saldia to my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be none left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for in a noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting glory. Toderick, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. Ugh. I was going to make it quick, for old time's sake, but now I think I would take my time. Oh boy. Alright, okay. It's supposed to be fun. Come, my children, render up your lives for your master. For all your crimes and more, you will pay. The direct approach isn't working. Feeble tracks are no match for my magics. The strong ether upon his thralls. Kill them! I'm working on it. Poor bastards. What do you get for trusting a court mage? Branden, bring them all closer in. Such an incredible display of strength. Stuff of legends. There's no escape to direct surrender. Well, I saw so many lives. Wow, I saw so many lives at my disposal. I think not. Uh-oh. Come chill. I'll defend me. Branden, go to now, Bert. Branden, don't let him cast that spell. You're most tenacious, but not everyone has their limits. It's not so much one person to take. We have to stand together. Understood? No sacrifice is too great to claim what's right by mine. Rise, my children, and rise and defend me. Oh, Arbor's mad. Surely no one can harness such a massive torrent of ether. Such obedient children to offer up their lives in sacrifice. I'm repentant to the last. This madness dies with you. Was life but a medium for my magics? How much longer can you hold the line, I wonder? Can't keep this up forever. Right? I'm making very little progress in his health. I still got a few arrows in my quiver. Branden, bring them all in the center circle. Center-like. Double LB. See that, Todrick? You're next. Time to thin the herd. Starting at that door, perhaps. Don't you touch her, you bastard. Branden, we have to defend Nami at all costs. Phew, thank you both. Thank you both. I'm tired of these theatrics. Well, let's end this farce here and now. God damn it, more. Guy just doesn't know when to quit. This castle be your tomb. He's channeling a vast quantity of ether. Whatever he's carrying, we cannot let him finish it. You heard Lami, we have to stop him. I'm working on it. Don't ask for mercy, Todrick. You won't get it. I like how he just sits there and take it. Meddlesome wretch! This kingdom is by rights mine! Branden, what is the meaning of this? Todrick, you. But why? After serving us faithfully with somebody for so many years. I am no servant. No servant. Not of your mother, or father, or you. Oh. My lady! Gods damn you! Lady Saldia, speak to me. Branden, my dear brave Branden, am I your princess still? Did you honor your vows even now? Now and ever after, my lady. My sword is yours to command. Uh-oh. That as well. Would I had the strength to wield it myself. Steal your heart, brave Branden, and for the good of Volber and her people. No. No, no, I cannot. I will not. Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. to your friend who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and see justice. Justice. No, it should be me. Branden, my sword, now and ever after. God damn. We rounded up the rest of Todoric's co-conspirators and tossed them into the gall. Ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magic, that is. What the hell is this last? We have never even talked about her. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. God, gotta feel for the guy. I mean, that's gotta be very hard for him to do. He had no choice in the matter either. I'm actually healed over. I'm actually keeled over. Well, you saw what happened? Wicked White. She begged him to do it. Like Melinda. Come, let's quit this place and return to Pliny. Oh, God. It's tough. It's tough. Do you know why I entered into the royal family service so many years long ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid, for there's not in this world which holds a greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always consider her for her wishes and her desires, what she would want from me and her kingdom, for Branden, and yes, even for you, grandson. For me? To find oneself in opposition to the other, and other bereft of complexity of nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities, a villain. Indeed, there is comfort in certainty and hatred, but it is a false and fleeting comfort, brought with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do. And never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Branden was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade which cares not whom it serves nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now, Cecila. Man, it's food for thought. Brain food. Grandson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it invariably leads to all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda, how to mourn her or how to live. I felt that if I put it all on Dikaiosyne, put my everything into the hunt, then at least I wouldn't have to think about myself for what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out and fill up that hole with hate, forget who I was. An irony of ironies is that's just what the poor bastard tried to do, and tried to do himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard men making hard choices. What rot. Hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. That love guides you. Think not of Dikaiosyne, but Branden. Grant in peace, and you'll find your own. Oh fuck. These are good. These are both the responses. Hold on to your memories. You're right. I don't need the hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Melinda and for Branden. And then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. Shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. And the more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow, pity. Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as he lived. Aye, something like that. Our Contessa would agree. And Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, eh? More or less. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before, Soul. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time, but I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I'll tell you what I know of the Claws of Orthus. The ring, together with the bracelet and choker, were three relics passed down to the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Saldia was the last of her line, and after her death, they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, abandoned thieves learned of its existence. The one who stole the fangs and eyes of Orthus? Yes, the relics were concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that once they were spirited away, Dikaiosyne was unable to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said? You think he pursued the thieves out of instinct loyalty to his princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be as long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of the 3 were taken, and the 3rd is still. Claim the Claws of Orthus, and he'll surely come for you, yes. Tim Gaius is where you must go. Alright, once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this powder into the air. The glamour will fade, and you'll can't see the chest with the ring. The rest is up to you. Thank you, old soul. I promise we'll bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. And may you find peace as well, child. Alright. Where am I going? Over there, huh? Gotta go up and around so I can go back up out of that one spire over there behind Leandra's little hut. You toss the power into the air and it slowly settles into the earth. As swiftly motes of light, a coffer begins to take shape. This must be the claws of Orthus. Oh, it's up to decide when and where we want to confront the Eater. How about right here and now? Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Hey there, old man. I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I know your story. I know this isn't you, and I know that if Leah Saldia was here, she'd say the same thing. It'll be over soon, I promise you. Alright, time to take him down. Come, let's put the poor bastard out of his misery. Nice try. I know that trick. What the? Did he do that? I don't know what that is. Ugh. Oh, that's hardly fair. Hold on, sinner. This is surprisingly complicated. Still with me. More or less. Not afraid of your Seraph blade. Something doesn't smell right. Stand back. Ugh. Yeesh. Tough old bastard, isn't he? I'm no slouch myself. no, not come on, not again. I took it 3 this time. I'm counting you, sinner. Oh, you heal like nothing. Wicked White, I felt that one. Thanks. I feel we just stand in front of him. Like, come on, guy. I can't exactly heal you. Yeah. Ugh. Yeesh! Grandson was getting a little health there. Damn eater, let him go. He's not your bloody puppet. Finally. You watching, Melinda? Now, and ever after, my lady Saldia. My sword is yours, it's a command. Branden? He's still in there? I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Branden. It's not what you would want. Let go of your anger. Let go of her. But that would make me lesser in her eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that would not be mine. No, I will not forsake compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my lady Saldia. He's gone. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family were reunited. Now we gotta find a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Least we can do for the princess and her knight, am I right? Maybe Soul will have some ideas. Let's head back to Paladin. Alright. He is taken down. It's a fellow Uwu. Is it done? Branden has been laid to rest? You saw us when you arrived. Do you really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend. I pray you have found peace. And what of you, grandson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose so. Though, to be honest, I felt like I made peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted that truth into your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Ha! Easy for you to say. You didn't have to cross blades with the bloke. By the way, I brought you some gifts. The 3 relics of Wilbert. Then Branden was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Saldia and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course. Had the souls may sleep soundly for forevermore, we shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now that that's settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour I'll have to take, but afterwards I'll like to speak with you at the usual spot in the Crystarium. Be well, soul. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such tragedy, but he did. And as of you, on no few occasions, I'm sure. Wouldn't you believe it? It's been a pleasure, Cecil. Do visit me again if you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and on. Alright, to the Crystarium we go. Alright. I don't know why I didn't teleport over there, but whatever. It would have been easier if I just teleported. I wasn't thinking. Well met, Sinner. Glad to see you back, makes safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't help but think when I first came here, thinking only of Dikaiosyne and my revenge. And so wrapped up in my personal affairs, I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Glynar was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one. I took one look at him when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I've got to thank you properly, Cecilla. I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So, what's next? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here or in Wright or anywhere else, so I might spend some time on the road. I may not be as skilled as fire as you, but I reckon I'm better than most, and there's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Melinda wouldn't want me to use my talents for a noble purpose, and helping folks in need fits the bill. Hell, isn't that what Branden and his comrades wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it goodbye. Let's just say, until the next hunt. Alright. Wherever so you go, may you find shade, sinner. And he's off. I think he's the only role quest guy that actually wanders. I wonder where you would find him now. Because the bard guy is in Kalisha, and the other two are here. Speaker of the righteous! Yes! Now, I believe the final quest is with Glynar. Yes. So this is it. But, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a whole thing, or if this is gonna be like one simple quest. So, I'll leave that for the next video. Or a separate video, I should say. If it's the short thing, I'll probably throw it in after this. So, yeah. That's the end of the tank role quests. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Later.